Today, I'm going to be making beef back ribs on the Weber Smokey Mountain. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is clean the grate. Like so. I just spray it down. Then I just scrub it with one of these metal scrubbing pads. Just like that. See, that looks like new. This is what I use to clean the grill grates. It works fine, and you can buy it at Home Depot. Next, I'm gonna dump all the old charcoal. You can keep old charcoal and just keep burning it until it stops. But I'm gonna start with a fresh batch. Next thing I did was I cleaned out the bottom. Not a whole lot. I mean, I wiped it down, but you don't have to elbow grease it or do anything crazy. Just, get rid of the old gunk. All right, now we're ready to dump in some charcoal. Okay, I got some lump. It's just like the last remnants of the bag. I'm just gonna pour it in there. Like so. And then the rest of it, since all it is kind of the crumbs at the bottom. And so I decided instead of lump, I'm just gonna go with Kingsford briquettes. They're cheap. They come in a 2-pack at Home Depot. Okay, this stuff, Kingsford Original. I think they call it blue bag. Only the bottom is blue, but if you hear somebody talking about Kingsford blue bag, this is what they mean, the original. This should be more than enough. It's just a standard chimney full of charcoal briquettes. I'm gonna use one of these guys to light it. I got all 3 vents wide open on the bottom. I also got the top vent wide open. That just stays wide open according to the experts. I know some people close off 2 of the bottom vents and then they'll just have the 3rd one cracked open. I might just leave them all wide open, or I might close them all down to about like a pencil width. I don't know. I'm not really scientific about it. I'm no expert. So if you're looking for expert barbecue advice, I'm not your guy. I'm the guy who's out back trying stuff, and I'm kind of a slow learner, or actually, according to my friend Corey, I'm a stubborn listener because I don't listen. This is about a minute in. It's gonna smolder. You want to wait till your charcoal is ashed over. Just develop an instinct to know when to pour it out. Basically, when it's white hot. It'll take you 15 minutes maybe. We'll see. I'll come back. I don't know if this vent was made this way or if the tab got bent, like it's defective or something, but I usually have this one be my, if I'm only opening one vent on the bottom, it's this one. These are my dogs. This is Zuki in the front, and that's Maisie running away. They like barbecue, but I don't give it to them because it just gives them the runs. This is Peppy the cat. Her real name is Pepper. I use these gloves. Sometimes I get the orange ones just because I like it. I don't really care what brand. I forgot to buy more, so I've got one glove left, and I've been using that, and now that's going in the trash since it's, well, I don't know, it looks all right. Nah, it's not clean enough for the food. It probably doesn't make a difference, but I don't want to take a chance. This is my Wagensteiger pan. Like everything else from Germany, it's made in China, but it's pretty good. It's kind of scratched up, but it works. And these are the beef back ribs I bought 3 days ago at Choice Cuts on Fairview here in Boise. It says it was packed on the 11th, which was 2 days ago, but I bought them 3 days ago. Anyway, Sadie, the girl who helped me, she said, well, you can make them up to 3 days, and it's 3 days, and I'm going to cut them open, and, well, I'm going to smell them just to make sure they're all right. I don't know how good my sense of smell is. We'll find out. These are my seasonings. On the left is just some plain old Morton's kosher salt. And then I got my Lane 16 mashed black pepper and McCormick's garlic powder. That's it. Nothing fancy. I'm lazy. Look at those ribs. Oh my goodness. And they passed the smell test. So I worry about food more than a normal person because I have a sensitive stomach, but I haven't got sick yet. If these were pork ribs, we might be peeling off the membrane. There's plenty of YouTube videos about that where you take a paper towel, and they always make it look easy, but it's never been easy for me. And then I heard that you don't have to remove the membranes if you go over direct heat like I do. I'm running my Weber Smokey Mountain without the water pan. So all these drippings, they're gonna drip into the fire, and they're gonna vaporize, and then they're gonna get carried up to infuse the meat with juicy flavor. You want to get a good coat of salt. I mean, probably, I always use too much, so don't use as much as I do. And I'm just gonna kind of shake it off, flip it. Now I'm gonna get the other side, the meaty side. That was like the membrane side. You get the point. They say you can never have too much pepper. Goes the garlic powder. Some people coat the meat evenly. That's probably a good idea. So the fire's not quite ready yet. You can see the lump charcoal is igniting and popping and whatnot. That's probably how you start a fire in your backyard. what you don't want to do. It's never happened yet. This is what the beef ribs look like. And all I use, again, salt, pepper, garlic, keeping it simple because I'm lazy. But, you know, that's what the champions use, salt and pepper. I don't think they even use garlic. Maybe sometimes they use garlic. And also, by the way, they also use briquettes and not lump. I mean, I like lump. It's just clean, but briquettes appeal to the logical side of my mind. Plus, they're cheaper. And then I'm gonna throw some wood chunks on there. I think I got cherry and apple and some hickory that I got at Home Depot. It's close. It's only 7 minutes from my house. Even though we got an awesome barbecue store. I'm gonna give a pitch out to them, a shout out. Modern Barbecue out on State Street in Boise, but you know, they're not open on Sundays. Well, it's Saturday, so I could go there. It's just 20 minutes versus 7 minutes to the Home Depot. And the Home Depot's got most of what I want, but if I want something really special, I go to Modern Barbecue. Hey, Corbin. Corbin's the owner. Go say hi. I know you're wondering, Lewis, do you always wear your hat in the house? No, only on special occasions. While we're waiting on the fire, I'm gonna have some chocolate milk. I made this myself. All right, let's see what's happening with the fire. So you can see that fire's going pretty good. I'll probably wait a little bit. I don't know. I mean, there's flames coming out the top. Maybe I'll just dump it out and then the rest could catch later. Or no, I think, well, I can't decide. I decided I'm gonna dump it out, but I'm gonna go slow and just kind of dawdle here a few seconds just to give it, it looks pretty good. And then when I pour it out, I don't think I'm gonna video pouring it out. No, you know what, I will. So I use one of these because I'm scared of fire. Just gonna spread the coals out like so. That looks pretty good. Oh, the wood. Well, I got these hickory logs, which I'm tempted to throw one on there and just kind of let it ignite, but I don't know, because I got cherry chunks, I got apple chunks. I don't have hickory chunks. All I got are those sticks, and if I use those, it might be bad. It might be too big for the pit. You know what? I'm just going to use cherry since it's already open. All right, so I got 4 cherry chunks in there. If you're OCD, that one on the right should probably be further out towards the edge just for uniformity's sake. And look at them ignite. Now I got the midsection on, and you can see there's plenty of air flowing through there because that fire's burning bright. All right, let's put on the lid. Okay, so you can see I got the door up front with that funky vent, and then the lid's on. And then over here I got the lid vent wide open. Oh, look at all that smoke. Right? You don't want to throw your meat on when it's all smoky like this. You could tell, actually it doesn't smell bad, but you just want it, if you want to play it safe, let the smoke clear. If you like bitter meat, by all means, get started. Now over here, we got the thermometer is creeping up. It's probably going to get pretty hot. A lot of people worry about the temperature when they smoke meat, and I don't mean the air temperature, because you can smoke meat on any day, even if it's snowing. At least I do. I just don't care. But the temperature of the smoker, you'll find if you watch barbecue videos, everybody's obsessed with the perfect temperature, and avoid those wild temperature swings, and bring it up slowly, and too much work. I'm lazy. I don't think I'm even going to look at the gauge, except just to make sure that the fire hasn't died out. But I don't think I'm going to be cooking that long. I mean, they're beef ribs. Maybe they'll take 5-6 hours. I don't know. But they're going to be over direct heat. I'll probably check on them every hour. Well, let's see what the fire's doing now. Still super smoky. So honestly, I'll probably give it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 even, however long it takes. There's a lot of charcoal in there, so it should, once it's dialed in, it's just going to keep going till I shut off the vents at the very end. I'm hoping it's not going to take like 7 or 8 hours or something, because I'd like to go buy some shoes today, because my doctor said to get the low-cut shoes so my ankle doesn't hurt when I walk. I mean, I'm not even walking and my ankle hurts today. This is what it looks like after you stir it up. I didn't mention that in the instruction video, but you gotta stir this up because it separates. It's not like the kind you buy in the store where they put all kinds of chemicals in it to keep it together. This has nothing keeping it together. I don't know how long it's been, but you'll notice no visible smoke. So we're ready to rock and roll with the meat. La da 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 da, la da 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 dee. And the meat goes on, and the meat goes on. Here's what it looks like on the grill. I'm just gonna cover it up, and I think I'm gonna close my vents down to about, a third of the way open all around. It's been about 45 minutes, and I've got the vents down to about a third all the way around on the bottom. Temperature, according to the gauge, is right about 275, which I told you I don't care about, but I kind of do. The thing I'm more concerned about is all this smoke. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe the fire's not getting enough air or something. So I may crank it open a little bit, or I might just let it ride. We're at about the hour-and-a-half mark, and the temperature has bumped up to about 300. It's still cranking out this thick white smoke, which is probably not a good thing. I'm gonna crack open the lid and see what's going on. I mean, that's not gonna tell me if the meat is gonna be bitter, but let's just see. It doesn't smell too bad out here. All right, shall we take a look? Wow, look at that. Those things look like they might even be worth probing. Huh. You know what? I'm going to leave the lid off for a minute and go grab my probe. All right, I got my probe now. Let's see here. Oh, man. Yeah, these are done. They might be overdone. How's that possible? Yeah, that hasn't even been an hour and a half. Well, maybe an hour and a half. A little over an hour and a half. I don't know what to say. I guess the proof will be in the beef ribs. So this is what they look like now. I don't know if they're going to be any good. To be honest, I'm not very good at this, and I end up throwing out a lot of meat because I don't learn from my mistakes. Hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes, or maybe it'll turn out okay, but this is why mostly I don't do a lot of long, low, slow cooks. I mostly do chicken or tri-tip. I did a picanha the other day. I mean, those things, you get them done in under an hour. And that's honestly more my speed, but I wouldn't mind learning how to do ribs, but I'm lazy, and I know some people wrap them. I don't wrap them. I just kind of let it fly, see what happens, which is why I don't think I'll ever be a barbecue champion, but maybe you will. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes and teach me how to do it. The only problem is that it's not that I'm a slow learner, I'm a stubborn learner. I'm gonna cut through the ribs now. Let's see what we end up with. Well, I burned my fingers, and I thought maybe there'd be at least a smoke ring, but no. I don't know. They don't look very good. I'm gonna try it though. All right, here we go. Hopefully it's not too hot. So you know how when you eat something really good and like you can't help yourself, you go, oh, that's so good. No, this is a fail. I mean, they're not bitter, so that part's okay. They're just not very good. And so what have we learned today? Nothing. I mean, like maybe I should give up barbecue or just stick to chicken and tri-tip, because those are, you know what? Sometimes I mess those up, but sometimes they come out. You know what? I I wish I was more successful in life, because then I could just hire a chef or go out to dinner or something, you know, take my wife out to dinner. She would like that. And then we could go to a place that has fish. I'm actually pretty good at fish. It's weird. I mean, nothing against fish, but like I would rather eat red meat than fish. And but my salmon's pretty good. Actually, you know, this isn't too bad. I'll probably at least eat the one. I don't know. You would think after all these years I would get better at it, which I would be better at it if I weren't a stubborn learner. So don't be a stubborn learner. Watch YouTube videos where they know what they're doing and then follow the instructions precisely. Don't wing it, because you end up spending a lot of money and throwing away food and kicking yourself for messing up. Don't be that guy or gal. One final thought. Too much salt. One of the things I learned from Dateline is that if you really love your wife, you'll dig your own hole in the backyard. I wonder what would happen if I were to stick my head up into the fan, or maybe I should try with my hand first. I don't think anything really bad would happen, but I just don't know. If you were to hide in your own garbage can on garbage day, at what point would they find out, or would they